Once upon a time, you existed in pure love. You were unharmed, not scared, and knew nothing of trauma. You've been perfectly created. In this state of divine perfection, you had a solid and stable foundation rooted in love. True, pure, blissful love. It felt so good because true love, divine love, does feel good. Love feels good. Love feels good because that's what it's designed to do. It's meant to feel good receiving it and expressing it. Yet somehow along the way, things got complicated. Love doesn't hurt. Love doesn't cause pain. The pain comes from the absence of love or the illusion of the absence of love. Nowadays, it's not uncommon to grow in the disbelief that we are somehow separate from love. This is where humanity's relationship with the very thing we are, love, got complicated. As a whole, we are a collective that is hungry to remember love, starving, struggling to connect to a love, the love that some call God, Source, Creator. The problem isn't in this hunger or struggle or even the deprivation, though that is certainly some of it. The problem is when we think we have found it in the thousands of idols and material possessions that are sold to us or charm us into submission to satisfy our dulled senses. When we forget our greatness because of the often challenging and traumatic experiences we have faced, we settle for less than we actually deserve. Many of us have been taught to settle for less than we actually deserve. After all, we don't want to appear ungrateful, too needy, demanding, or high maintenance, so we learn to lower the bar so something or someone else can try to meet this unquenchable need. It's okay. Any void that you are trying to fill while simultaneously trying to meet your basic needs by possibly working a job that disrespects you, maybe having a relationship that is not reciprocating and giving back what you've put in, it's all just part of the story until things become balanced. You are in the process of becoming aligned with the next version of yourself, and it is likely better than you're able to imagine right now. It's okay to have done whatever you could do to recover and move on from the wounds of corruption placed upon you for being a human on earth in such transformational times. All of it is just proof that you are worthy of so much more than what you likely were settling for, than what you likely may believe you deserve, and that what was freely given to you. Maybe you even you've learned to push things away or love away because deep down, you just can't bear being hurt again by someone else. It's okay. Instead of learning and practicing how to love ourselves, many of us have learned how to harm ourselves, perpetuating the invisible cage of corruption placed upon us because we've been taught that's just how life is. Yet also believing and desiring that something or someone outside of us can make up for these wounds. The tough love here is that we've been sadly misled to believe that if we just find the right person, or have the right job, or live in the right neighborhood, that everything will be all right. And what we need to do is confront our previous pains, or current pains, and surrender them to God and ask for direction and guidance. We have to learn to deeply listen to the subtle and sometimes not so subtle cues of our intuition and the universe for what is best for us, to support our healing and growth. Sometimes it's not what we think we want. It's sometimes not what we want to hear, and sometimes we ignore that and find out why we should have listened later on. The good thing is, God probably knew you might not be ready to listen at that time, and doesn't expect you to never make mistakes. It just sets you up to listen better and follow through eventually. Remember. Do you remember a time when you were excited by the most simplest of things? Or perhaps they were quite grand. What was it? Where were you? Was anyone else there? What was that moment where you were filled with joy and a wide, innocent smile spread across your face? Fear not if at this time you don't recall. Remember. Remember those ever so fleeting moments. Remember and cherish and reflect as you hold them in your heart. Not the moments before, not the moments after, but at this time, let us return to the best memories when we were in love with life, even if it was just briefly, even if it was just one fond memory that you can recall. How does it feel? Good, right? It's almost like you can relive it in your mind and in your heart. That exciting, revitalizing, loving feeling that never left. And from this day forward, you can cultivate this love more and more in your daily life. Will you? What do you really love? What helps to fill you up into that blissful state of ease and love? Is it a waterfall? The rushing flow of water, overcoming with natural beauty and intensity in an infinite flow going on and on into eternity. Or perhaps a rainbow, a bridge between the earth and the sky, a bridge into the heavens, a portal into beyond the physical. Love. Let us bask in this pleasurable glory as we were born to do. Love doesn't have to be painful. You don't have to earn it or work hard for it. You are worthy of love. Right here, right now, no matter your current circumstance. You are easy to love. You are lovable. Remember. Say it with me. I am worthy of love. I am divine love. Remember. Divine love is self-love. It's no wonder why so many of us can struggle with self-love and romantic relationships, considering what I previously discussed. There's no better time than the present to enhance your love life, and this starts with you, with ourselves as individuals. Connection versus separation. I invite you to imagine or visualize, if it's not comfortable and safe for you to do it physically, but if it is, Please place your feet firmly on the floor or ground and keep your back up straight. And let's support this new flow of energy that is moving through us by grounding with Mother Earth. And with a hand over your heart, take a deep breath in, whatever is comfortable for you. And as you exhale and release, you can say, I am aligned. I am open to receiving divine love. May these photos continue to help uplift your spirit, to support you in connecting into your own personal access to divine love and sparking your joy, helping you to be in awe of the wonder and preciousness of life. You are worthy and deserving of love just by simply existing. You are love. It is now safe for you to experience love, to feel, rejoice, and express love throughout your everyday. It is through this love that we are all connected. It may appear that love comes from outside of us when we feel in love with someone. And while love can come from outside of us, it can only reach us and touch us based on what is already living within us. The good news is that many of us are here to learn and grow more in love. This video is intended to support you in cultivating more love for yourself and for others, for your life in general. The more turmoil and pain that you may have experienced, the more love that is meant for you to restore balance and harmony. The more love you have cultivated and flowing throughout your heart and body, the more love you have to share and express for everything and everyone that matters to you. You came from this place of love. This powerful feeling isn't just how you feel, but also how the Creator feels about you. You are so loved. Continue to observe the sensations, the thoughts, and emotions that may have come up throughout this experience. What do you feel they are communicating to you? Perhaps you feel called to self-reflect even deeper by writing with them. Did you experience some triggering moments? That is the light shining on the darkness. God revealing to you some imbalances or cobwebs that are in the midst of being cleared or recalibrated. If you felt that discomfort and kept watching, celebrate this moment. You are growing. You are expanding. Note the light versus heavy feelings, and the more aware you become of this, you can discern what is God's words and guidance to you and what is not. May you never be a stranger to a love that does not drain you, but fortifies you, nourishes you. A love that is revitalizing and supportive on all levels of your being. May you be even more confident and reassured in your journey and the divine, authentic being you are. If you haven't already, I encourage you to show your appreciation to yourself and to God and your guardians for helping to guide and protect you and your beloveds every day. I thank you for taking this time for yourself and exploring what this video has to offer you. If you enjoyed this video, I have others for you to check out when you're ready. I am Vanessa, and it was an honor to support you today. See you later.